Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Bukayo Saka in the Wonderkid watch. Player currently at Arsenal, very highly rated, getting into the national team now for England. Extremely quick, a good bit of flair on him, and he's really started to carry Arsenal a bit over the last few games in real life. 18 years of age as well, so he's still got a long time to develop. Can play anywhere, either left or right hand side, but can even play at wing back. So it'd be interesting to see kind of where he starts to develop, what kind of areas he'll focus on. Seen as a wonderkid by the media as well. So already played 27 games for Arsenal, but we'll see how that goes and how that progresses. We'll jump 5 years, see where he's at 23, and we'll go from there. So still playing at Arsenal, seen as an elite winger now for the club. Made 20 appearances and scoring 2 goals for England as well. Valued at 72 million now, so increased that side of things as well. Crossing, dribbling technique, a proper winger, old school winger, getting down that line, using his pace on that left foot, getting those balls in the box. Certainly the best way, I think, to use him at this point. Some good stats as well, getting a bunch of assists and quite a few goals, which is surprising. I wasn't expecting him to get as many goals as he has done. But still very good. Certainly worth using. Maybe that fullback role, wing-back style player is usable. Not the best at tackling, marking, all that sort of thing, but certainly can still develop at 23. And with the crossing and dribbling as well, can get forward, works hard with a good work rate and decent flair as well, so can kind of get out of tight situations if needed at points. So certainly a good player that's looking to develop in very well and to keep an eye on. We'll see if he sticks at Arsenal as a one-club man or if it is time for him to move on in the next 5 years. We'll jump there and take a look. At 28 years of age, Bukayo Saka is still at Arsenal, doubled his appearances for England now, but does look like he wants to leave to move on for a new challenge, which kind of makes sense. He's been at Arsenal for a long time now, and definitely will likely want to be moving on to see if he can push himself a bit further in his prime now as well. Some still good stats, has dropped off slightly with kind of amount of appearances as well. So it looks like he's kind of fallen maybe out of favour a little bit with some of his contribution to the seasons. How has he got on performance-wise in cup wins? So he had his first international cap winning the FA Cup, won the Carabao Cup and the European Euros twice with England and the International League as well, and won the Euro Cup as well with Arsenal. So not a lot of trophies. I mean, he's done just as well internationally as he has done for Arsenal, so maybe that's why he's looking to move on. He can do it on the international stage and feels like he could probably do it at club level as well, but hasn't quite reached the heights he maybe wanted to. So we'll see if he does move and where that will be next. Okay, so he has moved abroad on loan from Arsenal to Real Sociedad. Looks like he might have gone to Lille as well during a season or two. So he's still contracted to Arsenal, so he hasn't left the entire time, technically. But he's still gone off to play at other clubs. £145,000 a week. Value has reduced to 3 million now. So he has lost a lot of his pace at the age of 33. Still got decent crossing though, and a good bit of flair as well. But his main kind of attribute that you'd be looking at, his pace, has decreased. Let's see where he's at and what's kind of happened though. So he did go out on loan to Lille for a season in Liga. Played a lot of football and did pretty well there as well, not too bad. Came back to Arsenal for another kind of 5 seasons really, but didn't again play maybe enough as much as he wanted to. So was loaned out this season to Real San Sebastian, costing them £1.6 million in value. Performed pretty well as well again, so he is proving that when he plays consistently he can still perform. Be interesting to see if he does stick around at Arsenal even like after these two loan spells, if they still want him around, or if kind of at the end of his contract he'll leave. It is the end of his contract now, so it might be a case that he'll just decide that he'll want to leave the club and end up playing for someone else in the last few years of his career. So we'll take a look. We'll go another 5, see where he's at, if he does end up leaving on a free, and if he does end up anywhere else. Alright, so Bukayo Saka has retired and is now looking to be ahead of youth development. Like a lot of players we've seen, not the best in terms of stats with regards to the ability to actually become what they want to be. A National C licence, again, isn't too great, but it'd be interesting to see where he's at. So with what happened next in his career, he seemed to bounce around quite a bit following his leave. So he did leave on a free, as we kind of looked into, and went off to Leeds, played a lot of football, didn't quite hit the heights he did at Arsenal. Obviously, at that point, he is around 33, 34 years of age during this time. Leeds then loaned him out to Fortuna Düsseldorf in Bundesliga, who again didn't perform too well, but he then moved to Celtic for 1.4 million, so Leeds still made a profit on him. Off to Scotland, played 3 games, and then in that first season, retiring in the next. So kind of went out of form near the end of his career. Let's take a look. So he didn't really win anything after leaving Arsenal. He did win the Carabao Cup and Euro Cup 2 as well with Arsenal, and technically won the Scottish Premiership with Celtic, but I mean, I'm not sure he'll really want to take too much claim to that, considering he only played 3 games. But still, it's a contribution. He's probably there more for the experience in the team anyway. But an interesting player nonetheless to take a look at. Looks like he will stick around at Arsenal for a long, long time if you let him. But certainly a player that you can probably pinch away. Could cost a lot of money, but it's certainly one to take a look at. In his career, 9 winners' medals overall, so not the biggest haul. Certainly something that I'm sure you could probably do a bit better with him in your team. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. If you did, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will catch you next time.